Guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Today on this episode, looking at volatility indices 51S and 25-1S. Now let's get right into it. We're starting off today with volatility 51S and starting from the daily time frame. Today we had a big sell-off before we managed to claw our way back to this bullish hammer. The week is almost halfway through, and this is what we're looking at for the entirety of the time that has passed. Let's get down to the 4-hour time frame. So we sold off yesterday, continued down today until we hit the consequent encroachment, the 50% of this demand level. And that was what we reacted from and caused us to close back pretty much where we opened. So we went down in the earlier part and we went back up during the afternoon or mid-morning to afternoon. So there were opportunities to get in here, here, and also using these levels we could get in also here. Not much areas to sell from really, but there were some options to buy from. Not much options today and volatility 51S. Let's get down to business and trading view. So like I said, we open and we just continued to sell off after consolidating for the pretty much almost the half of the day on Tuesday. So from around 8:30 in the morning all the way through to the afternoon part, we consolidated. This was a small demand zone where we could have gotten some buy opportunities from, but nothing significant. We opened up the new day, which is Tuesday, and we just sold right off. There was an opportunity to get in here, or here, and then we came down to the same area that I pointed out on the higher time frame, which would have been this order block here on the 30 minutes time frame or the 1 hour time frame. So we came down to that area and that provided us with enough demand to push us higher. Now we stage step up, come back down slowly to this one that was created on the 50-minute, and we push up again. Came back down to tap this one again and we pushed up. So that was pretty much it on volatility 51S. A little bit of refinement would give us these levels, but because of the times that I'm getting to be on the chart, I'm really trying to see how best I can capitalize on some of these opportunities. I haven't traded this in like a couple days, almost a week. So not really a zone here to sell from here, but we had the opportunity to buy here, using this small time frame here, as well as here, here. A bit of consolidation before we pushed up and here again. So that is pretty much it. If I refine down some more, you could find some small opportunities. But like I said, if you're not on the charts or if you're not really focused, then you're not going to be able to spot these small opportunities to get in. And we just went straight up here. So you could have gotten TP here for this one, or we could have held depending on how tight your stops were if you went break even. Usually if you grow in a small account, you get a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 here. Depending on the size, if you manage to double or triple the account, then I would pretty much get out here before we came back down to the demand again. But if you recognize that price is going to continue higher, then you could pretty much stay in the trade. Now that is 51S. Let's get right into volatility 25 1S. So 25 1S has been trending decent with buys since last week. So we opened and went straight up. We just pretty much ran the previous day's low slightly, and then we just went straight up. So looking at the chart today, this is where we came down, ran the previous day's low, because we were rejecting from the same daily order block, but we came down to this fair value gap here, which overlap with this big demand area, and we managed to flip the new weekly candle back bullish. Now this pair has been in an uptrend for the longest while. We kind of broke structure here when we had this change of character here, but we couldn't manage to sell off past this demand level. So we've been in this range, like I said yesterday, for quite some time, and seems like we're about to run back this liquidity and we could continue going higher. On the, let me see, 4 hour time frame, this is what took place. After we run the lows here, we just escalated higher. On the 30 minutes time frame, there was an entry opportunity. This time frame is showing me that we had equilibrium right around here as well as a demand level. So we came into this demand right around 7 p.m. and we just pretty much went straight up. Not much pullback, except for this right here on the 50 minute, you could spot an entry. Or if you want to use this fair value gap here, we spot an entry to go higher. This was also a small breaker block inside here. Let me see if I can spot it on the 30 minutes. It's a little bit cleaner here. So this is the demand area. Also this year, so we had 1, 2 entry opportunities. 3, because I wouldn't use the fair value gap here. I would use this, and that pushed us higher. So those were pretty much the only trades for the day on volatility 25. Getting into the 50 minutes, marking out the actual opportunities. So like I said, one here, second one here. If you use the fair value gap, but I would just count this one. So 1, 2, 3. So if you got in down here and any one of these candles using my entry technique, then you could have held that trade for the entirety of the day, and we actually might continue higher. So we had a small reaction from this zone here, depending on how you drew it. But you could have actually taken a sell right here if you wanted to, but that would be a counter trend trade. So we could have just held the buys continuing up. Anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. I didn't take any trades on the synthetics this week, not today. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thanks for all the support. We'll catch you on the next one.